Sofi update here on the 29th. We are finally profitable, and it feels great because what makes it feel even more great is that we're at $9 and the market cap's really not that high. So all that manipulation that the shorts did, institutions did, whoever did that, is actually going to make this even better and easier to hold. So in the end, if you didn't sell and didn't get shaken out any of these times, it's actually working out better because now at this point, nobody has any doubt about the company anymore. And so they can't really bring the price down, if you think about it. So the psychology of that is kind of nice too. That makes it even more likely that the third wave has started because of the fact that if they bring it down to $6, $7, nobody has any doubt anymore. Everyone's going to be buying. Institutions will be buying. So I think when you get to that point with the stock, that's when the real moves happen. And so I think we're on the verge of a huge breakout. I could see us going to 16 to 22 bucks within the next 6 months. So again, this right here was either 1 or a full one. It was 5 waves. And so I'm looking for the 1.61 fib. Depending on what you use, on the regular chart, that's only at 16.31. On the log chart, it takes us all the way up here to 22 bucks. So normally the log chart is actually more accurate. And so I'm actually looking for 22 bucks in the next 6 months. So you can see we have the right conditions for a huge move. We have profitability. Nobody's doubtful anymore, and the chart is looking great. So 22 bucks might be coming in the next 6 months. And yeah, looking great. So let's go in here on the short-term time frame. I went over 3 scenarios in the last video. The first one was an ABC pattern lower, like this. I think that that is actually not really possible anymore based on the fact that we are in the middle of an impulse move, in my opinion. The only way that that could happen is if we made a move up here, pulled back, and then this ended up being like an expanded flat. But I don't think that that's going to happen. Just unless the market crashes, that's the only way, I guess. So if the market crashes, then obviously we'll probably go back down to 5, 6, 7. But the market doesn't crash. I think we are on our way starting the third wave. And so you're going to see something like, we should see something like this. And then pull back, and then potentially something like this. This would be the biggest wave right here. The third wave of the third wave is usually the biggest wave. So you see something like this. That's one possibility. The other possibility would be that we are already in the third wave. There's not going to be any pullbacks. And that would just mean that that could look like this. It could be pullback, and then we could just see a huge move higher like this. And I have Affirm pulled up here because I wanted to show you like how it would look. There's no reason for Affirm to do this. It went from 17 bucks up to 50 bucks in less than 2 months. And we're on the verge of some kind of move like that, where everyone's been trained to buy the buy the pullback. But the hardest thing to do is hold and not take profit. And that's how they get you too. They don't always get you by dipping the stock. They also get you by just going straight up, and then you're trained to take profit early and you leave a lot of profit on the table. So don't be surprised if we get something like this too. But I think it's pretty unlikely that we're going to get anything back down here to new lows without a market dip. I am expecting a dip in the market, but if we come up here to like 1030 or so on this move and then pull back, we could still pull back all the way to mid 8s to low 8s on a second wave pullback, and that would be like a 20% drop. So we'll see what happens. Let's zoom in here on the 15-minute time frame, 5-minute time frame, and just go over where we're at. So we had the first wave right here, second wave right here. I think that the third wave is not actually finished. I think we're actually right here. And you can see on this move right here, this looks like an impulse move. I think that was an expanded flat. So we have right to the 1.61 fib. And so I think that we are in the middle of a fifth wave of a third wave. And based on my projections, I would say, 960 to 990 here in the blue box. This is daily supply. We'd fill the gap here at 950, somewhere up here in the high 9s. And then I'd be looking for consolidation, potentially back down to the low 9s. And then I'd be looking for one more move higher to probably fill this gap here at 1030. But again, these projections are just projections. I don't know what the stock's going to do. It could just take off right away, or it could make 5 waves and pull back. We don't know yet. But on smaller time frames, it does look like we're in a fifth wave of an overall third wave. And you can see clearly it's an impulse move. So that's pretty much all there is to say about it right now. Look for a move higher tomorrow, and then probably a fade, and then another move higher after that. But like I said, there's not really that much reason to be selling down here in the 9s. It is a 20% move, so if you're just trading the stock, then maybe. But if you're long term, we're gonna hit 16 to 22 bucks, probably by the summertime, I would think. So I'm just accumulating still. And if by chance we do come back down here, which is really unlikely, then I'll just be adding more, obviously. What else is there to say about this? Oh yeah, I was going to say to the invalidation level. So what invalidates this move? So we have a third wave right here. If it were to come back down here and break back into 834, that would be invalidation. That would just mean this is not a valid 5-wave move anymore. So we need to hold 834, and I think you're looking at a minimum on this move. You're probably looking at a minimum up here of this gap fill here at 1030. After that, who knows? Are we going to extend up to kind of a firm move, or are we going to pull back? We'll see. I don't know. This stock could just run nonstop for a couple of months, similar to Affirm. So let me know what you think in the comments. Impulse move higher is very, very, very good for us. We're not looking at that drop anymore. We're looking probably up here to a minimum 1030. So let me know what you think in the comments. Do you think that we are just going to go straight up from here, or do you think there's going to be another chance to buy the dip? That's it for now. I'll make another update here in a couple of days and just go over the chart. But good luck trading, or good luck holding. Should be holding the stock and not making any sells at this point, because you're going to make a lot more money if you hold. Anyway, that's it. Have a good one.